Hi, Aries, and welcome to your October 2022 reading. Okay, this read is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, right? So, planetary stuff is off the chain. Seriously. It's like, what's happening? It's happening for the reason, the simple reason, actually, that Mother Earth was designed for, which is change. If we don't embrace the changes, then, you go against the grain. It doesn't feel good. But as we change daily, the changes that happen during seasonal changes get a little deeper, shall we say. They make us change. They, meaning Mother Earth, mind you, not society. Society is, we are trying to change and go back to our original selves, our authenticity, right? And that's why there are so many changes for some and not so much for others who have done the work and are making progress, right? We make progress daily, but when we go against the grain, what happens, right? We think our way is better. Hence the ego chimes in and says, yeah, this is the way you should go. And then we end up right back we started from, pretty much. Okay, so I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot Royale. Let's get started for Aries and realize that whatever changes you're going through are not only for your highest and best self, but also for those that are around you and who you come into contact with, okay? Let's start with these three cards right here. Well, look at you, in charge of your life, feeling really good. It's kind of like I'm feeling you got the memo that, you're transitioning into your own empowerment. You've taken control of your own life and you're moving forward in your own truth, right? You're standing in your truth. I mean, come on. And it's all about the transitional planetary aspects of transitioning into who you become ends up as the Emperor, which is your most authentic, your authentic self. And you've been working on yourself for that exact reason, right? I mean, Eight of Pentacles, how beautiful. You've been really working hard, getting things done, signing papers, whether it's of any legal papers, you're doing it. You're getting things done. Your craft, you could be an architect. You could be, there's a sense of knowledge that you are putting into place, plans being put into place from knowledge that you've gained over the course of, right, the years that you've been working hard and receiving that knowledge now, right? It's higher truth. That's my eagle. The eagle flies because now you've received the highest form of knowledge, truth, and taking that and becoming empowered to do so, right? There's been tumultuous concerns for perhaps what's next. And you're finally allowing, for some of you who this resonates with, some of you are allowing yourself to become more empowered and to gain this stature, not of limitations, but of acceptance. you come in with the highest truth, the highest knowledge, gaining accolades for your work, being seen for your I don't know why I'm saying for your ethics, being learning on the highest echelon of spiritual direction, knowledge that one seeks when one's going through a spiritual, when we're literally focused and honing in on our spiritual journey. For others, going back to school and knowing that going back to get more education will help you. Someone could be helping you also to gain more spiritual insight. Okay? Okay. Let me get the Light Seers deck and let's get the storyline going even more. Sorry. So, with that being said, right? Zeus and Chocolate chime in. So you may be very attentive to someone else's information or what comes to you. Something of very important information is coming to you that is going to give you that feeling of, oh my God, now we're empowered to work together, to take that leap of faith, to know that the only way forward is literally to take that leap into a huge leap of faith. Whereas before, you know what, Aries, I don't think you were that inclined to do so. It could be about a job, but I feel that the majority of you are dealing with taking the risk that's needed on becoming more empowered, empowering yourself by enlisting yourself in higher knowledge, higher truth, gaining more insight. Look at that. The Emperor and the Empress. Oh my gosh. This, Aries, is a power couple. Couples that, right, what do they say? Couples that work together really well. Grow together really well. You could be dealing with a Taurus and or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this is a power couple, hands down. You're growing together as if this is you with your significant person, someone who you're with, who you want to be with, who you're inclined to be with, if this is you as a parent, right? Working together now. Working together to see the goal, to get to where, right? Crossing that bridge, right? That's my song, right? That's Seal, for sure. This is my Crossing That Bridge. I love that song. It's one of the songs of the 80s, but literally we always must know that when we become the Emperor and the Empress, when two end up on the same enlightened path of spiritual higher truth, becoming the authentic self here means that you have crossed that bridge during any and all astrological planets. So the changes that have happened and taken place have allowed two to become one. We're on the same page, right? Wow. Empowered. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at this. Putting this Queen of Pentacles in the mix is all about, okay, so listen. This is what this is. So listen. Right? I'm coming at you, which is how it's looked on my, not table, but, right? The cards came out like this. So listen, if you feel inclined, know that you have grown. Know that you are a power couple. Know that you two working together for the same goodness of your higher self, your higher truth. The knowledge that you've gained now makes it worthy. Now you both feel worthy of one another to be seen as that, right? You're working on yourselves. Both have worked very strongly to become whole. And when two people become whole, they become one. Whole, right? One. They've done the work. They've done the hard work. They've put in what needed to be, whatever, communicated, written, spoken, the information that one has gotten through the years of just of learning, right? Just knowing that we've gotten to this point is it's enough. It's beautiful. It is a peace. There's a peaceful strength. There's a peaceful strength that these two have, right? We're talking masculine and feminine here. Masculine, feminine, okay? It's a peaceful union of strength, endurance, power, a power couple, growing together, learning together, communicating what they need together. As we'll see in the next card, what becomes and how two people become one on the earth plane. For we are one on the spiritual plane. See that? That's what the masculine was needing to do, was to decipher what is the best course of action that needs to be taken. Do I take this leap of faith into what it is that I know that would be the best serving for me and another? Have we grown enough? Have we talked enough? Have we communicated our needs, our values, our ideas enough to become this power couple? Are we whole now, knowing full well that we've been through a lot over the course of time? We've had the struggles. The struggles were real because, it was a matter of time before someone had to decide. This guy's pointing. He's deciding to take that leap of faith now. Whereas before, emotionally, perhaps one was not ready. Could be the masculine wasn't ready, right? Ready to take that leap of faith. Ready to make the commitment. And that was what has been holding up a situation for a long time. I'm going to even go 7-8 months, 7-8 years, working on getting two people, masculine and feminine, to become one. To commit. To live together. To grow together. To be together. It's so simple. But when you have confusion, it's not that simple, right? So I pulled another card because that was the contemplation of one's highest truth, of spirit saying, what are you waiting for? You've known this person for such a long time, if not maybe from a past life. You've gone through the test of time. to cross that bridge with no regrets. And the beauty, honestly, the beauty of crossing that bridge is there was no pressure. It's a calm, the feminine, because the feminine's the one that was just chilling, calmly allowing the masculine to cross that bridge to say, okay, now I'm ready. There's no, sometimes when a decision needs to be made, right, Aries, what happens? We end up, sometimes, the masculine or feminine end up, with ulterior motives, or, if you don't do it this way or my way, I'm not going to be with you, or, these conditions that we've all grown up with, that had to be cleared out. The conditions, beliefs that one had such a hard time with, each one of these cups that needed to reversed itself, I should say. These cups were full at one time, and this couple, whomever this is I'm talking to, went through a lot of crap to get to where they're at today. And it was the masculine who was really emotionally uncertain, not ready to take the leap of faith for reasons of, well, I don't know if it's real. I don't feel emotionally fulfilled yet. I have to see how it goes. I have to wait it out a little. I have to play it by ear because I don't want to make a mistake. But I wasn't the one that was being given an ultimatum. I didn't have someone who was by my side who was giving me, right, if you don't do this, if you don't take this leap, I'm not going to be with you. They gave you a chance. Either if this is you, Aries, or the person you're dealing with, they gave you the chance to take your time and figure it out and get it figured out to the highest realm of your own growth and understanding. It's the masculine here. This masculine had to go back to the drawing board and say, wait a second. I have to be fully on board, 100% committed to, before I make the choice to take that leap of faith. She knew it already. It was the masculine that was taking their time. But the feminine gave the masculine the time in order to become the power couple that they are. Okay? And that's the beauty of relationships that are really fated. This is a fated union. I mean, come on. Right? This is a fated union that have gone through the test of time, right? The test of time. But the best part about this couple is everything happened naturally. Nothing was a performance or a control, a need for control. Everything was all about, well, if the masculine isn't there to this point yet, we just let it be. Okay, the bottom of this deck is the Tower. So someone had this epiphany. The masculine, I would say, of course. In the traditional tarot, it's the masculine who's taking the leap of faith, right? Out of the Tower. So it was just like that lightning hit and was like, oh my God, if I don't take this opportunity now to be happy, to be set with someone that I've been with before. And now all my cups runneth over. Because Aries, the person that finally came to terms with themselves, to work on themselves and become whole, the masculine, was like, man, I would be really stupid not to go for this. And that was the epiphany of the Tower, right? Okay, let's look at the Gilded Tarot Royale. Look at this. The call. I mean, Spirit said, do I have to shout it out? Do I have to yell it out? Do I have to show you? And I will. I'll show you how you must go forward and take the leap of faith that you need to take. Spirit had all the hands of Spirit took over to get these two together, to figure out, have that masculine figure it out, right? Like, oh my God, I finally figured out how to get past all of the crap that I've been through, and to finally be happy. To finally be happy with this person, knowing full well that this person will not judge me. This person is a very, very much a person in waiting, so to speak, because it's the Empress. She waits patiently. She's compassionate. She loves unconditionally. And that, I think, the masculine was a little concerned about, right? It was like, I don't know. Is she in the form of a masculine body or a feminine body, whatever? Whoever has had to do the work in a union, be that the masculine that shows up doing the work, while the feminine just hangs, chills, and knows. And that's what happens. No struggles. Just a complete trust in the universe. Trust in the fact that you have grown and that you have conquered your own confusion and defeated those egoic beliefs that you once had, that, oh my gosh, if I take that leap of faith, am I going to end up, regretting it, right? But when you have faith, you don't. It's not a regret. There are no regrets. There are no doubts in the spirit world. Okay? And this is a fated union, without question. Okay, Aries, let's see what the karma cards say. You have made your dreams a part of something that at one time you were so obsessed with the need to control that you weren't allowing the dream to happen in this relationship for two people to come together, right? You're now realizing that your perceptions, ideas, whatever you believed was holding you back from being emotionally content with the person that you know makes you happy. It was those things that we end up struggling with. It's a power struggle for control. That's what I'm trying to say. So guess what you did, Aries? You did what you wanted. You decided to take control of your life and figure out how to take the leap before it was too late. And you've worked on yourself. you decided to let go, right? This is a let go. You're taking this leap not once, but twice. Look. You took this leap of faith. No matter who said what, no matter what happened. This could even be a union of wholeness so that you could come together as your own self, your highest self, so that you wouldn't struggle any longer. And I'm talking about struggling even, if it's financial, yes. If it's just struggling in life to get to this place of wholeness, you have now reached that level by taking the knowledge that you've earned. That's earning. Knowledge is earned through experience of life. We took that leap of faith. You took that leap of faith because you finally decided, Aries, that you're not in control. That Spirit's in control. So that's what you had to figure out, ultimately. Right? And look at this. Not even a joke. Look at this. Not once, but twice. Look at that. The call from Spirit happened many times. Many times to allow you... Hold on. To allow you to figure out what was making you so hesitant. Well, yeah, my past really, the doors were always shutting on me. I wasn't getting, the emotional stability that I needed. I wasn't getting it because I wasn't understanding that to get where you need to go, that's taking a leap of faith, full faith, is to let go. Is to allow. Is to allow Spirit to do its job. Because only Spirit can make you and put you in the ultimate happiness of your highest self, true self. It's beautiful. I mean, oh my gosh, right? So that's why it took you that Seven of Pentacles to get to that understanding. You had to get, I mean, I'm going to say it, right? You had to get kind of like hit a few times on the head, right? To not be so obsessive about what it's going to look like, what it's going to feel like. And then when it happens, right, you're like, oh my gosh, wow, I waited so long and this is like, I'm so happy. And I have this sense of calmness because no one pressured me. Spirit did, really, right? To get together naturally with someone, which is not only the power couple, but is a couple is fated. It's your destiny to cross that bridge. And that's what you did, Aries. It's really a beautiful reading. I could not have asked for a better reading for you guys, really. Sometimes, we struggle with our emotions because of so much pain from our past that we don't allow the change of how we truly feel. And we allow the ego to control, right? The ego controls how you feel here, or was. And then once you took that leap of faith and let go, you realized what makes you happy before it was too late. Okay, beautiful read. Have a great month. Let me know if you need anything. I'm here.